the Emerald Karambit, which is a loadout I used to have as well. But I went back to the classic fades because I love me some fades. And there's some on the server as well. We've got Hazel rocking a fade knife on the CT side. The countdown has begun and we'll soon be into it. So again, EG on the T side will have a lot to prove now after going missing on Inferno.
I mean, I still like what EG did on their pistol round. Again, I think it was the second pistol when they were switching to T side, if I remember correctly. But nonetheless, they had a big bunch of utility and it worked out. They got the site, they got a lot of opening kills, and they got that pistol. But the struggle is you can't be winning rounds in isolation, and HSG, we have seen what they can do once they start up forcing into a neck up, but maybe they're actually winning this pistol. xiaowu with 3 kills, Argent with another one on top of it, and that's a nice 4K for xiaowu as the A anchor, just sitting in dark and getting everyone one by one.
xiaowu again turning up and delivering, as xiaowu often does. As xiaowu always does from what we've seen thus far. Very reliable, dependable pair of hands. There'll be a tech timeout from HSG as they've got more to solve. But yeah, the pistol round not working out for Evil Geniuses on this occasion. In their first map, the pistol rounds were split between the two teams. Always bad when you lose both of them. So someone had an earphone pop out, popped it back in, and good to go. So let's see what EG choose to do. So far, that is nothing. 5 Glocks are in the hands of the Evil Geniuses side. P250 picked up by Milky. There was a raid boss P250 in that T-pistol from EG. Of course, we are currently seeing the rise of the dualies, especially on the CT side in the pistol, but the pistol has come and gone. The M4s are out now for HSG. Very successful pistol run for them. You can measure that by the fact they've got 3 M4s in round number 2. Nice setup here as well. We saw them work well together. Disciplined and organized run of flashbangs on Inferno, and they will help each other out as best they can. But Argent might be left on an island. The support comes through from the M4A4. Those extra rounds being very, very useful to clean up the mess downstairs. And they'll only lose 1 player there, 2-0 HSG.
Yeah, relatively clean. Got a bit of backup coming in from Hazel, as, you know, eventually your magazines are going to be empty after spraying the initial push down. Just Milky grabbing 1. But, you know, xiaowu, again, in the process, I think she got 3 kills again. So she is looking very, very solid as of right now. But, of course, the line will come out for EG. And definitely Empathy here having the most amount of utility. And already Cheskers took a large chunk of damage now in apartments. It's almost as if HSG has a feeling as to where they're going to be heading very soon. But, oh, well, the MP9 is about to be tested.
Smoke to create some space, and HFFO will drop the bomb. Hazel's got her back as well. Lines are being held. So this looks pretty comfortable for HSG. Empathy now left alone, last 1 to 4, not even making it to the site. You can see that smoke by the bench is a common one the CTs will drop when the Ts are pushing into the B bomb site, because it just gives some cover. If you're rotating through the shop, you can come through the door with some cover. Of course, the Ts can look over the top of it, but it's a very common smoke you'll see in response to a push, and it gives the CTs behind it in that bench area more space to play with as well. So you can often look out for that being a reaction to an execute into the B bomb site. And that was a very successful defense from HSG, putting EG on the pistols immediately.
Yeah, with the use of that smoke, you kind of isolate the fight. It causes the Ts to be completely separated, not a lot of information, not a lot of trade opportunities because of that. And, well, back to the pistols it will have to be. There is a smoke and a flash. Gonna be using it. But already, I mean, that smoke will fade very shortly, and hopefully EG can get something done. I like this though, HSG just playing, maybe just giving them the bomb plant, but oh well, there's no smoke of course here for CTGFI once again. 3 kills for her, and the T side push is crumbling once more. Yeah, that's the lack of course. Yeah, if you only have 1 smoke, only 1 angle, Your eye should be going to CT instead, and if you're just going to go straight for the plant, of course it's going to get denied.
Next time I know I'm going to be commentating GFI, I'm going to make a list of like 20 different acronyms for GFI. So every time she does something like that, I can just whip one out. Glorious fragger indeed.
Ooh,
you know?
I like that.
Get fragged. Something.
Instantly.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. We could do this all day, but we'll focus on the buy round because EG have got to turn this ship around and fast because they're heading towards an iceberg. Unless they can do something. This is their pick of Mirage. They're looking for their first round. They have presence in mid for now, but they've lost Empathy, the star of their team, from what we can see.
EG going for a bit more of a default play here, which I think is why it's just playing it slow, grabbing some map control by the time, but actually abandoning mid and grouping up. And this is interesting, similar like we have seen on Overpass yesterday. That was against CLG. They were lacking a lot of map control and just sticking with the 5 of them together each and single time. And often it got punished. Now, as of right now, HSG just looking and peeking a little bit, but they are clearing short here already. So they easily could rotate another player in towards this A side and set themselves up for success.
Those smokes are out once more. And again, CT has been left open. By design. Heading over now, but there's only one player heading towards CT to try and secure that, but they'll be distracted by xiaowu over the smokes. Bomb being planted, GFI not peeking just yet. 5 versus 3, great flashbang. Look how detailed that flashbang is, right in front of where she's going to swing, and there's nobody showing now. It's going to be hard for EG to hold this one. So much utility, so many blind players as well. xiaowu coming through, Garden dropped by HFFO, and now it's Piggy Kiki alone. The double peek, the swing comes through. The support. GFI move as a unit really, really well. Again, they seem very drilled. The utility is fantastic. They know when to take the risks. And again, they understand the urgency. We saw that from GFI on Banana, but you see that with the second player swinging to help a teammate who's at Tetris to get that final frag as well.
They're just being so calm. CT completely left open. You could easily expect a push. But they were setting themselves up there and using the utility so well. The flashbangs you were mentioning, everything timed perfectly. So now with the loss bonus, EG can afford another buy. Ooh, but Hazel is looking to get some action with that AWP in hand. There's actually no one at the side of EG due to, of course, the economy. But ooh, bit of a peek.
Can I read you a stat?
Tell me.
It's round 6. EG have 2 kills. 3 players, including Empathy as well. And let's not forget how important she was for EG, the big fragger. She's one of those who is currently 0 for 5. Milky has 1 kill, Jessica has 1 kill, the rest are passengers. There's the opening frag for Empathy though. I feel like she's kind of... She feels like the captain for the team in what she does on the server, kind of leading by example. And there's more for them to find. Empathy's here again. Piggy Kiki coming in to help her out now as they've got a 4 versus 2 on the B bomb site. Finally, a chance for success here for EG.
xiaowu still trying to fight, and definitely there are players tagged up. Oh, but that kill, GFI definitely needed to get that one, and needs to be a 4K now for xiaowu if she wants to do this. Molotov at the back of the site. Currently not a player sitting there, and you can just see how little she actually does know. EG is positioned pretty damn well for the apartments. Finally, the check comes through off car, but, well, actually, she's going to be beating out. No way she gets that. The time definitely is close, but HSG, that was one hell of a clutch.
xiaowu, what is the ceiling for this player? That is absolutely ridiculous. That one looked completely lost. The last player in Apps was basically playing the bomb, essentially. That's like the security blanket there. That's the safety. That's the confidence, and still denied. Have a look at that peek from xiaowu. Thank you and good night. 6-0 for HSG. That was a surefire round. That was a 4 versus 2 for Evil Geniuses. Empathy got 3 kills in that round, and it still wasn't enough because of xiaowu.
It just shows that EG, they are struggling to get a grip on the map thus far. Once again, a 6-0 start. Only this time around, HSG, of course, starting on CT. But we've seen on the previous map, even their T-side can be phenomenal. Maybe even better than what they were doing on CT. And the economy, of course, keeps on stacking up. Pressure definitely is on. EG really are going to be needing this round. And once again, it is going to be xiaowu with the opening. Already spotting the player before the flashbang came. So much control. And now they don't need to be giving it away.
That may not spread to xiaowu's position. Empathy starting to creep forward now. Great support grenades. Keeping control of connector. That's one for you short players out there to think about. Sometimes you've got to smoke the bottom of connector for your teammates. The jump peaks there as Empathy tries to force the way in again, looking for that second one, but can their teammates trade? Can they force their way into this B bomb site and pick up that second frag? Argent running out of bullets, but GFI is here as well, and that's bad news for EG.
GFI, another one to add it to the list. Jessica's not even aware. She's going to be shot from behind. And of course, it's once again xiaowu creeping in from short. They look so solid. Almost unbeatable as of right now. And honestly, if you're EG, we've been talking about a couple of pieces of utility, but just simply also the trading game. And I'm very happy to see that Argent is also waking up a little bit. She was a bit quiet on an Inferno, a couple of shaky sprays that led to actually quite a couple of trades coming out of EG, but she is a lot more on point. And oh, what's this? Evil Genius has a 100% win rate on Dust 2. Ooh, the two teams who picked Dust 2 versus them lost. Well, okay. But, of course, this is not Dust 2, but still. I mean, EG has definitely been performing well over in the NA region, but once it comes down to the international stage, it can be a bit hit or miss.
Well, that win rate for Dust 2 could be very, very far away because they opted to pick Mirage first, and they, I mean, never mind their first run. Many of them were looking for their first frag in the previous round or two, and some still are. Garden, Milky, and Piggy Kiki have a combined 2 frags between them. So there is not much success to measure in these rounds for EG. That 4 versus 2 was the closest they've got. xiaowu looking to welcome EG to this A bomb site. But up close versus a Tech 9 can often be a problem, and it will be on this occasion. Bomb has made its way onto the bomb site. No plots coming anytime soon, though, because Hazel is chilling in CT.
Couple of warning shots being fired. But Milky with an M4 in hand could perhaps deal some damage, but I like this. HSG just respecting it, and then once that bomb is planted, and then you just don't give them any time to reposition. The M4 is out. Piggy Kiki hoping to get a bit closer, get a couple of tags in. Oh, the knife! It is being denied, and HSG just continue the streak that they've been grinding on. An 8th round to the board.
Yeah, that was very nervous for EG, running out of bullets with the Tech 9. But so nervous when they were stuck on the bomb site. It was actually the CTs putting a smoke up in CT, which allowed the Ts to plant the bomb, because things were only going to get worse for them as their smokes dissipated. Nice little shot there from Hazel, but a comfortable one for HSG. That was a half buy from EG, regardless of the bomb plant they can buy anyway. That bomb plant, though, might give them another buy in the next run. We shall see, should they lose this one. 0 for 8 are EG on their pick of Mirage. They're on the back of the milk carton. They are missing at present. Empathy going down as your first player is, from what we've seen in this series, worst case scenario for Evil Geniuses.
That is almost as if Empathy is the player that dares the most, that is looking for these openings. And the rest tend to be a bit shy. Once again, giving up that mid control. Grouping up, hoping that that is then the way to go. But look at this, Hazel has repositioned. Not looking towards mid anymore. Expecting a B push happening, and that certainly will be the case. Flashbangs go over, but they won't do that much actually for Hazel if they do decide to now go out. Oh, it's beautiful stuff. She's looking for more. There perhaps might be more. That's the second. And every single player is crumbling to the ARP of HFO. Finally, there will be a trade. But, well, here we go. HSG come up top once again. The ARP of Hazel is so solid, so strong. The confidence she's peaking with. And you are simply gonna die.
Yeah, they tried to be a battering ram into the B bomb site. They needed a molly on the end of the balcony to force the AWP away because she's just going back to the well oh so many times. Her teammates can throw support utility for her as well. So that proved quite problematic. Now, what we haven't really seen is control of mid from EG. We saw them attempt it in some rounds, but didn't really get beyond top mid. We had one where Empathy got towards the chair position and then died, and the rest kind of just fell back afterwards. And another example here, Empathy getting dropped again. The most aggressive player. She's trying to find these entries, but that doesn't mean that you'll often get fragged first. And there's not much happening beyond that. You can see Garden creeping into the A bomb site here.
Ooh.
She might find the edge of a player here or there, but she's got to find a kill. Full spray for xiaowu. Now, are her team in position to do anything for her? Flashes towards CC, but Hazel is ready and the threat is neutralized.
I do like that EG are trying to switch it up. They have Milky in underpass, then Alert coming out of A. But once again, those positionings can be good if you have the squad alive. If you're gonna keep dying one by one, well, you can have a couple of pieces of control, but now it's all lost. They're left with another A push. Now, with a missed shot of Hazel, there is still an opportunity, but we have more players around than just Hazel. Argent sitting in jungle. At least the Molotov will keep her at bay for now. But already for the cross, there is not really much to work with. HFFO is looking to tap away and continue to apply the pressure. Nice headshot, double one in fact by Argent. And everyone in this squad is doing their bit. HSG are on a roll.
Regardless of the map control, like mid, we're just not seeing duels being won, quite simply. Like, let's just put it down to the basics, the very, very basics. They're just not winning the duels. Empathy's got 4 kills, but she's really trying to find entries, especially in mid, and there isn't really a follow-up when she goes down. So, she's probably doing the hardest job at the moment. Jessica's got 3 frags, Piggy Kiki's got 1, Milky's got 2. Garden's got 1. They're simply not winning duels, and down goes Empathy again in mid, round after round. They've got to find something different. Now, I was thinking, will they try and maybe pull the CTs towards mid and abuse the numbers elsewhere? But we don't have the pace in this regard here. Hazel will take one out of the sky. They're like clay pigeons. She's shooting at present, and now it's Garden 1 versus 5. Not going to last long either. Another one in the bag. This is a fast game of Mirage.
She just doesn't miss. She's on 18 kills and only 2 deaths. In fact, just if you look at the amount of deaths in general, EG are not able to do a lot even on these eco rounds. Of course, the economy is not helping them at all in this game. But too many players of HSG keep being alive, and it becomes a problem. The money is through the roof. 11 rounds in a row, and already things are starting to look very dire. EG getting in their heads. Now they have again a player top mid. I'm just hoping that they can actually do something with that player.
Okay, Empathy, she needs more help here. Like, okay, the flash is going to come her way. She's going to have a look towards CC, but down she goes again. She's always the first frag. Like, you could have a rifler wide swing, try and bait the shot. She can try and trade or something, but she's going for the dry peaks. I mean, that wasn't so dry. There was a flash, didn't go deep enough to do the job there. But every round, Empathy is dying, and there's nothing happening afterwards. And she's too valuable of a player. She's got too much output to be going down like this. So they need to try something different. It can't be Empathy going and dying, because she's the most important player, I think, in terms of finding a way to win around here.
Now, I hope that they deal with xiaowu in the positioning. Well, there will be a Molotov. Oh, xiaowu definitely needs to go a little bit wider as of now. A couple of missed shots. That's an opportunity now for EG. Now Hazel is about to be tested because the pressure certainly will be on her. Oh, look at this though, a bit of a gap. GFI can work with that. And suddenly, things are evened out. In fact, favorable for HSG.
Hazel does not fancy dying today. She's got the flicks. And the rest of her team have got the frags. 12-0 on EG's pick of Mirage. 3 support players. Well, looks like they need some more fraggers because, well, I don't know what else there is to say at this point. They need to show us something. And so far, they've shown us nothing at all apart from empathy. It's like the sacrificial lamb every round. But again, I mean, you can just go for a wide swing top mid with 3 people. For example, you might be facing 1 person in the window, but you've got 3 guns. Just swing, create some space for empathy to come through with the AWP afterwards. Unfortunately, she's going to be on a scout in this round. But someone needs to try and create some space so that more Ts can take a position in a choke point and trade frag at the very least. But that's a perfect example. Every round, she's peeking alone, and then there's no response. Again, one of the strongest things you have on the T side is a numbers advantage versus any position you're trying to attack. You can abuse the numbers. It doesn't matter if one teammate goes down, if someone is behind to trade that frag back and create some space for the team. But they're not creating the space. They're not achieving the basic tenets of a T side on Mirage right now.
It's almost as if they're too scared to swing with more than 1 player, considering the amount of losses that they've been taking in rounds as far as players go. Of course, if you lose 2 players, that is a bigger problem than losing 1 player, but each and every single time they lose their opening pick, they're not able to do anything afterwards. So at this point, you need to play more risky, because playing it safe is honestly not really going to get you anywhere. Right now, playing a bit more default, they do have Milky into the window position, in fact. Not being checked as of right now, so she might be able to surprise.
So you can see her team are posturing towards the A-bomb site in the meantime. Maybe looking to distract the jungle player, perhaps. But she's going to have to do something eventually. Just focused on that ladder position, but the grenades are coming in towards A, and her teammates are starting to swing. Well, down goes Argent. So they know that there is somebody behind her. She is so quickly dealt with by xiaowu. That is the threat neutralized. CT is open once again. GFI is here. Not going to be checked properly by Piggy. Kiki goes straight past the bin there. The blind spot, almost 2 for GFI, but not quite. There's a chance for a first round here for EG. And that would be, well, I mean, they need every round. They need all 3 of these rounds. Well, they need more than that, but that's all they can really hope for. And it's going to be denied again. xiaowu is not interested in any rounds you are looking for. That is a strong round indeed from the CT side of HSG, as all these rounds have been. Again, that was a close one from EG, but they can't convert any of these rounds.
Oh man, that was just so clean, so deadly. xiaowu once again having the impact, instantly looking for an answer, you know? Okay, well, this is a problem. I need to answer now, because if not, a round could actually spiral out of control. And they just continue to apply the pressure before EG can really continue with a potential game plan. It's being denied time and time again.
I think one question for the desk is, why did EG pick Mirage? If they're so good on Dust 2, at least recently in terms of form, is it like they're trying to counter pick by thinking maybe HSG are strong on Dust 2? Because if that's the case, then I think they needed to play to their strengths. Yeah,
100%. Fun fact, and I'm almost starting to worry if this is actually right in my notes, but I've looked at the entirety of Impact, you know, Season 1, Valencia, but this core of the team has been together for quite a while, but they actually don't play Mirage a whole lot. That at times they have played it, they've lost it both times that they did. So picking it, I mean, maybe it's the unknown of the Asian team. It's a puggy map, so Mirage could be a map that you can more easily adapt as the game is going on. But so far,
How does it compare to the Dust 2?
Dust 2, 9 and 9. But 1.
9 played and 9 won.
Exactly. So
Why are we here?
why? Why?
Very unusual situation, but we may have a first round here. GFI is looking over the smoke, but she cannot stop the bomb plant from happening. Now Empathy is going to have a look on herself, looking for that second frag. GFI in the clutch now, and she will be denied. So Evil Geniuses are, not, I wouldn't say off to the races, but they're off the start line at the very least. A little late, because there's only one more round they can win in this half, but they've won a round, and that is something.
It was, again, Empathy here, having to do most of the work, really. Being, again, very aggressive, which is working, but in a lot of cases, it wasn't. And if only now they're really starting to get things rolling. You can, of course, ask the question, is it not a bit too late? But maybe they're looking actually to get some mid-control again. Good flashbang will force Hazel off a little bit, a missed shot. Perhaps could have been an opportunity. And now EG needs to keep applying that pressure. If they're not going to be doing that, if they're going to be backing out again, that leaves a lot of space for HSG to work with. Oh, look at this though. Bit of a cheeky push, and well, that is in fact a player that she can easily find a bit of a trigger discipline, but there we go, kill comes through. And that's a lot of control, so much information on the side of HSG.
You can see HSG will assume that the window is compromised on this occasion after what happened previously.
Oh.
Hazel is so ready. She had some super nice flicks on that last map, and on this one as well. Looking for some more now, more opportunities just to stay hot moving into the second half, and there'll be some stereo frags on the B-bomb side to finish off the job. EG on their pick of not Dust 2 but Mirage have 1 round. Is this the end? Find out after the break.
Time's a healer, only time can tell. They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I know it well. Take your pulse and lie it down. It's all about now, and you're alive. Light is pulling you in. It's time to begin a new life. I feel enough to live. Forgive
let's be frank. EG have basically nothing to show for their pick of Mirage. They are down 1-14. They are at the mercy of the pistol round. They lose this round, they more or less will lose the match quick afterwards, unless some kind of miracle happens, divine intervention perhaps, because they are so far behind we can barely see them.
Well, at least the 16-0 potential has been denied, so that means no disco cam later on the desk. But right now, yeah, EG desperately really need this round. Flashes come through on the side of HSG, and still Milky there with a potential for a surprise. Oh, but quickly taken out. xiaowu once again with the pistol, and the trades are again there. HFFO with 2 now, and GFI on the flank. Every single player is crumbling. The bomb has been planted. And what can Jeskas do?
1,000-yard stare. Rough situation for Jessica. There was a kit, but there wasn't much hope. She will be denied, and it is match point for HSG. Lightning fast. We'll see what Evil Geniuses are able to force buy into this one. But again, it was swift and it was merciless from HSG, as almost every round in this entire series has been.
It's so dominant, so clean. And yeah, if you're not bringing your A game, this is what happens. You are gonna get punished. Now, a couple of pistols, an MP9 though in the hands of Pikikiki, and a bit of utility. It just needs to be on point, or else you are going home. Jessica's looking for an opportunity perhaps here, looking for a bit of information, does have that. And Empathy will also on the back of that peak. Jessica's and Empathy actually have a kill each, but not before they get traded. Only 2 more to find, and EG are gone.
They are searching, not even too concerned with the bomb plant here. Just find the last player, and that's going to be Pikikiki in CT. Got to be careful here, HSG, because HFFO is very low. Ooh. Down she goes, but there is the trade from GFI, and that is the series in the bag. EG were never in it, even on their pick of Mirage. A stroll in the park for HSG.
Yeah, we were talking about, was this the right map to be picking for EG? Of course, Inferno, it looked a bit shaky already, but perhaps you can come back on your own map pick. But it wasn't quite the case. And you can see the smiley faces. HSG are proud. Of course, they are representing a region we have not seen an Impact so far. And, well,